Hi, John. Thanks so much for nerding it on Twitter, and congratulations on your film.
Of course, it was great to see you in person here now.
Big shelf.
There you go. Again, it's Jason Gorby from That Shelf. I have a big question. You could
Yes.
talk about translating the stage show to screen. Clearly, you're known for your preparation and your storyboards, but there's so much you've done here, from changing the music, cutting numbers, adding lines of dialogue, translating the stage show to the spectacle on the screen. If you could talk about how this really is a accumulation of everything that you brought to cinema so far.
I definitely felt like all my movies in the past were this big compared to what we had to do for this one. But it was all in preparation for this, to understand the art of dance, to understand dancers and what makes them move, why they trained themselves to create dance styles, and what were they trying to express. Oh, they're telling the story of where they're from. Oh, that's why they wear Puerto Rican flags in their pockets or on their jerseys. Music, of course, like, oh, lyrics, the words that Lin is creating. I had to sit down with Lin and he walked me through every word about why. He wrote this about the neighborhood that he grew up in, but had never been performed in there. So for me, it was all about not trying to make a movie version of the stage show, but actually going back to the root of why musicals exist in the first place. Why do you have to sing in a movie? Oh, because when words aren't enough, in this day and age, words aren't enough. How to express the yearning, how to express dreams and hopes. And we start from there. And Anthony Ramos is the center of that. When I met Anthony, you've spoken to him, he has that, he speaks truth. And so we knew it wasn't putting him in a musical, it was the musical coming through him. And we cast the whole movie like that, of people who can talk multiple languages of movement, of song, and of dialogue. And that's why they can ebb and flow so effortlessly. And you'd almost not know that we're in a song. And then we would earn the fact that if it was necessary for Tapestry to fall from the sky to express her sadness while she's running to nowhere, then that's what it would take to express that emotion. And then we pull out and it's just in the iris of her eye, and she's still in the same spot, because that's the way she sees the world. She's not going to cry. She's going to keep it all in. To me, that was the opportunity we had with this.
On the one hand, you have this incredibly choreographed, very well planned moments. On the other hand, you have these moments of great intimacy and great humanity. You have some things that are being sung to playback, and some that you're absolutely are recording on set and incorporating that. If you could talk about that divide and get very specific about how you coach the actors to be in the moment while still working on something that's pre-recorded, or when pre-recording, recognize about what emotion they needed to have when they were actually going to be on screen.
This all always came down to process. We always knew this was going to be in increments, that we were going to put this puzzle together. But it all came down to each individual character and where they were and how they wanted to express this or that. And we knew that if a movie can be 10,000 feet in the air and see the most brilliant spectacle, you can't actually see the world like that. And then we can be 2 inches from your face and you can see someone say something that feels truthful, but you know is a lie, and we know is a lie. And you can't get that on stage. You can't get that in any other medium. So why not use the breath? That's why we have a 14-year-old kid and an 80-year-old woman telling this story, like that we have all these dynamics in there. So for instance, we knew that the first instance of showing that the world was made of music is the manhole cover that spins, and we're really saying to the audience, we can go there if we want. We're not going to go there right now, but know that this world can be made like that. Anthony taking the flag and being as subtle as he is, even the way he says, like, he's not performing his words like, hey y'all, good morning. It's not like, hey y'all, good morning. He's just looking at us, and he has this immense power because we know we're his homies, and he's going to show us his block. And there's very few actors that can do that and invite us in instead of feeling like the fourth wall is broken. But we knew we had to earn the spot where the world is spinning off of its axis when you're singing about love, and the love that existed in your life that may not in the future, but the rules don't matter at that moment. So we knew we had to earn to get to that moment. And then at the same time, in the next scene, 2 scenes later, we could be with Usnavi and Vanessa 3 minutes, no cut, in a real apartment where a steady cam needs to like not have camera shadow on them, where it's choreographed between all of them, but looks not choreographed at all, that they could kiss each other and sing and fight with live vocals. They're actually singing. There's a pianist on the sidewalk, be 100% vulnerable. Could have made any mistake, and we didn't have any choices to cut to. I didn't shoot any coverage. To me, that was, we all knew that was the dynamic we wanted in this movie, and so everyone stepped their game up and came not to play, came to find it together.
Perfect. Thank you so much.